Welcome, everyone, to the original conference championship game. There's simply nothing quite like the intensity when an SEC title is on the line. All the legendary players, the epic moments who have made their mark on this occasion. The intensity is simply unmatched. Can't wait for this one. We're going to be treated to not just a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here. As we'll see the number 10 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense making their way on the field to open this game. And the focus, of course, on this quarterback, Kirk. This guy just has the it factor. He is him, as they say.
Well, Chris, we've had a chance to watch this guy closely all year. I don't know if I've ever seen a kid throw the football like this guy. His awareness in and out of the pocket is special. He's a unique quarterback and a really dynamic player.
Looking for some space. It's Moss. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And look at Isaiah Spiller. Good, tough blend of toughness and speed.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Dropping back. It's Reed. Eludes the rush. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And the junior gets home, making a sack there.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
There's a screen pass to the running back.
Boy, it's 3rd and forever. The defense sits back on what I would almost call like a prevent defense, trying to avoid the big play, and it nearly cost him. This running back picks up a lot of yards. Almost thought he might pick up the 1st down, but we still do have a 4th down, but at least it's more manageable.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Here's the handoff. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he was able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Aggies come to the line with 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the defense wraps him up.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in the conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 22. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. It's complete on the crossing route. Finally brought down after a big gain. Moves the ball all the way to the +48. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. And think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Football comes out. Recovery by the defense, headed the other way. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? Touchdown, Aggies. A fumble return for 6.
Oh, my gosh. That looked like a great play. The receiver just drops the football. Clearly made the catch. The ball's on the ground, and how about the defense? Instead of just bouncing on it, they had the presence of mind to pick it up and go the other way for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Runs through the defender. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll ride the back again here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Grab down the middle. It's Law. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, as you know, anytime you hit a big post route like this for a touchdown, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver is essential. Nice job of not waiting too long. Quarterback takes a hitch, gets the ball out early, and allows his receiver to run underneath the beautifully thrown football for the touchdown.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone at the touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. Wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
That completion sets up a third down play. We'll give it to the running back. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
And they get him down, but that's a solid game there to move the sticks using his feet. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the runner takes off to his right.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Trying to find room. It's Smith. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
The Aggies looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And they've got him.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards. Good push inside there by that offensive line.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. 2nd and goal for the offense. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. To throw, it's Milroe. Bringing pressure. They got some ground to make up. 2nd and long from the 15. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on 3rd and long. And the punt team makes its way onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Really excellent possession last time. They mixed the run, the pass, kept the defense off balance en route to a touchdown. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass caught inside the 15. Touchdown, A&M. This offense is still clicking.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You have to get the right guy in that slot. They can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. And now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Pass complete. It's second down now. To the air. It's Milroe. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy. First down here for this offense. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Alabama now operating in the red zone. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds with a short gain on the play. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. First and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback drops back. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tied.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And he lofts one deep over the middle. And the pass is incomplete. We're down to just 4 seconds remaining. Time running down. Just one play left here in the half. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, for many, this is the best conference in all of football. And the first half of this SEC championship was filled with excitement and incredible pageantry. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the much-anticipated conclusion of the SEC championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Aggies will kick it away and get us going in the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First play of the second half is a handoff. Running with purpose. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Can they pick up the first on the ground? The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Picks up a short gain, but is swarmed by the defense flying to the football. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking downfield. It's Reed. Quick throw to his receiver. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
From the shotgun, handoff inside.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early down to stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
Gets hauled in here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. They'll run it here.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. Got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. Goal line formation for the defense. That's a design quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the comeback continues. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. The pass rush closing in. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The offense falls on the fumble. Keeps possession. The Aggies will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks have got to do a better job of having awareness and taking care of the football. I felt like he got the ball away from his body there a little bit, allowing it to be knocked free. He caught a break because one of his own teammates was able to see that and get on top of the ball.
That's a nice scramble there, a big gain, but not enough for the 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Back to throw. It's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. Extending the play now. The defense will wrap him up, and he's able to scramble for a first down and keep the drive going. And the Aggies come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Chris, how about the play of this quarterback? Third down and long. The defense, you think, is going to bring extra pressure. But not only is he able to get away from the pressure, how about his awareness on where he needs to go to pick up the first down? So big yards, great awareness, and a first down for this offense.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the run, he'll let it go. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He grabs it inside the 20. Tackle made after a big gain. The defense now backed up in their own red zone. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Law. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
How about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Dropping back. It's Milrow. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. It's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Interesting call here by the offensive coordinator. Get some positive yards and keep the ball on the ground. The clock will continue to roll. They need a touchdown here. I cannot wait to see what this call is on 3rd and goal.
Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
You know, the quarterback looks like he makes the right read, but I got to tell you, I think he underestimated the speed of this defense and how quickly they were able to get to him to prevent him from picking up the first down.
And he knocks that one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points. Following
the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a tighter game. You'd love to build a drive, choose some clock. How aggressive will they get with the play call? Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9. Wideouts now clustered. To the air. It's Reed. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Fighting him off. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Muhammad. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Second down after that run on the previous play. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Under pressure, just lets it go. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
And there's the handoff. And they'll stop him just short the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Finding some room at the 25. They make the tackle, but he easily gets first down yardage, and the drive keeps going. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. First and goal, handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. On second and goal, they'll give him another chance. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. That's good for first down yardage. They'll spot it at the 37. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Law. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Looking to throw yet again. He lets it go. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. On first and 10, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Bama. Still plenty of life left.
What a score by this offense, and the greatest thing, Chris, is they still left themselves with a little bit of time, and now you're thinking onside kick if they can recover it. You never know.
He'll get in there for 2 points. Now the deficit, just a field goal. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. defense with more pre-snap movement. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Crucial possession here. This game just got tighter. 3-point game, final quarter. What will the play calling philosophy be here? And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. Wow, what a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, we can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense has the football first here today. Well, the energy in this building, Chris, is going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Delay of game. Offense. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. Quarterback unaware. Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, and for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. as we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So Alabama's offense comes on the field first today. And this quarterback, of course, Kirk, he's the guy that stirs the drink for this team.
You talk about the total package. He runs it, produces it, directs it, acts out all the scenes. He's the whole package. I love a quarterback who understands the ins and outs of a football game. This kid plays like he wrote the manual.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for a gap. It's Haynes. Powers through. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. The back's got it. Fights off a defender. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
It's a good solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Finding space at the 20. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Alabama. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Aggies offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Back to pass. It's Reed. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Using his legs on the scramble. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Junior steps up and makes an impact play. With the sack on first down, it's 2nd down.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as a quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
The Aggies moving quickly down the field here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now. Back to throw again. The pocket breaking down. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
The ball near midfield. The offense going to go for it on fourth down. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun handoff here. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Dropping back. It's Milrow. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. And that one's picked off. What a play. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30 now. At the 10. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a start of the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart into position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
And the wideout goes in motion. To throw, it's Milroe. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Send the back in motion. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
That sack forces a 4th down, and here comes the punt team. Ball lands at the 8 and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'll hand it off. Gets some space around the 30. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. First down here for this offense.
Yeah, nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
Important 2nd down play coming up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which we'll hope for in a playoff game as we begin the 2nd period. 2nd down after that previous play. They'll run it from the gun. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Man, I love the toughness from this offense here on 3rd down and short. Being able to get behind a big physical offensive line, they get a hat on a hat, get enough of a push, and the back is able to get behind there and find just enough real estate to pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Gives it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's long. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Keeping it on the ground here. They're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
What a job at the line of scrimmage by this defense. Looked like a no-brainer. Second and short. Easy first down. No. Denied. Stop. Bring up third down.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
And the coverage team able to bring him down. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. On the ground, it's Moss. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and the run fits on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Breaks loose at the 40. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M getting set for the 1st and 10 now. It's an option look. The back's got it on the pitch. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's Reed. He's going to pull it down and run. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker. Inches away. Can they keep this drive going, trying to convert on third down now? They'll try to run for the first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Quarterback keeps the football. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass this time. Pressure is coming. Great cut there. Oh, and he fumbles. It's a turnover.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Brad behind the line. It's Haynes. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll take a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. And here comes the punter onto the field. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Defense is cut. Here's a fumble way behind the line of scrimmage. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed.
Here's a shot toward the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's reeled in. It's Law. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Law. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown. Tie.
The key to me in this is the quarterback gets the ball out of his hands early. Allows the receiver to run underneath that deep ball on that post route for a beautiful touchdown.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Return begins inside the 10. And he'll be tackled after a solid effort on that return. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Bringing pressure. They've got him behind the line. The defense with a sack in the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. That's going to do it for us here at the half. Time to see how this incredible playoff drama plays out. And for that, it's back to Chris and Kirk.
Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. First play of the second half to keep it on the ground. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's going to take off. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now. Try and muscle for the first down. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down. You trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. And the Aggies pick up enough to get a first down there. Back to throw. It's Henderson. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. 2nd down now after the sack. And he'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Brought down, but broken tackle. Produces a solid game there. Here comes the bunch formation. BB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his 2nd catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
A running play called on 4th down. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Begin with a quick throw to the left. This one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down play coming up. To throw, it's Henderson. He's running out of time here. Going to try to use his legs here. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the 2nd and 3rd option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he did.
It's a fumble. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Yeah, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the 2nd half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker shifting around now. Same tailback, another carry. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Punt team making their way on the field. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. It looks like no return here as that punt heads out of bounds. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Frustration in the last drive. They moved it into plus territory, but coughed it up. Can't afford that down on the scoreboard now.
Nice solid run here by this pack. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And as we've reached the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. All right, here comes the fourth quarter. Everything to play for here. Who is going to stay alive, survive, and advance in the college football playoff? Looking to throw it on first down. Grab down the middle. It's Muhammad. And his first down yardage at the 46. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. First down. They're going to throw the football. He pulls it in for a big gain. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31. They continue to march toward a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Scanning the field. It's Henderson. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Makes the grab. It's Muhammad. And he's brought down there.
This defense has got to be aware of these quick throws to these wide receivers. They're lucky he didn't come up with more yards.
So here we go now. 3rd and short on the opponent's 24-yard line. What will the offense choose to do at this point? Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a 3rd down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. And he's just wide open over there downfield. Kirk, what happened on the coverage that time?
Chris, I don't know how you lose the big tight end like that, but they did. I think it's just blown coverage. Whatever defense they were in, they need to make some adjustments, make sure that doesn't happen again.
Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's 1st and goal. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, A&M. And they get set now to try the PAT. If you play quarterback, how about appreciating a receiver that runs his routes that precisely?
Chris, it's not just his route running. It's the chemistry between the quarterback and the receiver that really, I think, is unique. They put so much time into this in the offseason. By the time they get to Saturdays, you can close your eyes and make your throw. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They stop at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Here's the second down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence and you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. They're going to run it. But a quick stop for the defense. Gain just 2, so it's 3rd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They bring him down, but the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. And the clock has stopped here as we reach the final 2 minutes of play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
But Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, had a chance at another interception. Couldn't quite hold on. But it's going to be 4th down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that 3rd down. Let's see what their decision is on 4th down coming up.
The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. Are you kidding me? That's how you flip the field in your favor. That's for the brand. What an absolute bomb. And they pin him inside the 5-yard line.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. On the run, it's Moss. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the offense win it right here, or are we headed to overtime? Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Back to pass. It's Henderson. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Aggressive call, a deep shot on first down, but incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The puck looking for a deep completion. Oh, and it's intercepted. Terrible mistake late in the game. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout is taken with just 5 seconds remaining. And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. A chance for this kicker to be a hero and win the game in the final seconds. And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. But hold on, there is a foul on the field, so let's check that out. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. After the clutch kick to take the lead, now they'll kick it away. The offense still a chance to tie this game if they can drive the field quickly. Oh, and he fumbled it. Oh, it's grabbed by the kicking team. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kurt, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
College Station, Texas, today at the home of the 12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. Today, a battle in the Lone Star State, and when you play another team from Texas, it just feels a little bit bigger. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UTSA's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
And the Roadrunners moving quickly to the line. To throw, it's McCown. Wide open downfield. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, that's a really nice catch, especially considering it comes from a running back. Quarterback's got to do a better job being more accurate with that. You got to know he's not a receiver, right? It's not his natural form. They don't make awkward body catches as gracefully as some of these other guys, and sometimes harder for them to stay on his feet. Let him work. Get him the ball in the chest. Nice job bailing out his QB, but the QB's got to return the favor.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated. But he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll envision the ball flying as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, But still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Texas A&M's offense will get the ball for the first time. And this one ought to be a ton of fun. A couple of guys who operate at an ultra-elite level.
Man, and you just know you're going to get points today. Both offenses have great signal callers, great quarterbacks, so you know every possession, Jesse, really matters.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Back to throw, it's McCown. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Roadrunners in the hurry-up.
He did a really good job on third down, knowing where the sticks were, making sure he got past it. Listen, quarterbacks can get hit near the goal line punching in on third down. Those are those situations where it's okay to put the quarterback's body on the line.
Well, the slant route is a good man beater on offense. So defensively, if you're going to knock that away, you have got to be physical at the line of scrimmage. You've got to stay in that hip pocket with the wide receiver. You saw a great example of that on that one.
Using his legs, it's Barnes. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down and distances. Third down. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The run from the shotgun. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks like the offense was able to recover it.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. 3 on the board. The kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Hit the afterburners, kid. Huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody's dialed in to see what's going on. They diagnose it, go downhill, put them right in the middle of the field.
The Aggies are flying down the field. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for us.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down. No matter what, if I got to run somebody over, I'm running shoot.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Pressure coming. Setting up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and some.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Feeling some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The give on the inside. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Roadrunners will punt this one away. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He'll pull it down. Great move there. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. This This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and he missed it. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 7 over Nevada. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got it in the middle. It's Allen. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Roadrunners headed quickly to the line. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
There's something you don't see very often. A sack on a screen pass. You know, quarterbacks are taught to hold the ball, and then get rid of it right before the rush gets to you. But that time, I think he just held on to it a little too long.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Oh, the ball's out on the return. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
I love celebrating that third down stop, forcing the punt team on the field, but there's nothing worse than when your punt team coughs the ball up and you give it right back to them, and now I got to come right back on the field. Man, it's demoralizing.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Moss. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, a statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Grabbed near the marker. It's Keys. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UTSA takes over and the offense ready to hit the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Running back goes in motion. From the gun to give, looking for room. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Back to pass, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Hand off from the shotgun. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Corners are going to bail. On second down, wants to throw it. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays.
Lost one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Oh, that stings, man. You did a great job calling the play. You got your guy open. Everything was executed perfectly. And the ball hits him in the hands, and he just can't bring it in. Man, those are tough ones. Those are tough to swallow.
On second down, will they go back to the ground game? Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Inside the 40. He's off to the races. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Touchdown, Aggie! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field. This kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17?
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd. Field goal range, they go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a 2nd field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And it's no good. He missed it. And guys, this will stay a 24-point game. UTSA takes over in the offense, ready to hit the field. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. Looking to throw, it's McCown. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Wide open, he makes the catch. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on 1st down. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Roadrunners are on the move. They want to just keep throwing it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
How How do you not love the guts of this offense? Fourth down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them.
And he breaks into the open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the beatdown has ensued.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game one going exactly how they scripted.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Offense takes a timeout, 27 seconds left. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Dropping back, it's McCown. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The offense will use a timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The completion well past the sticks. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Snag in the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the point after is good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. And if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.